At this very moment, you hold an extraordinary power, the ability to transform your toughest challenges into your greatest triumphs. But how, you might wonder? Today, we're diving deep into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has helped countless individuals thrive in adversity and find serenity amidst chaos for centuries. Take a moment to reflect. Think about the last time you faced a situation that truly tested your patience or rattled your confidence. How did you respond? Did you find yourself trapped in the grip of an impulsive reaction? Or did you choose a response rooted in your core values and deeper convictions? This is where Stoicism shines. It teaches us to confront life's challenges with courage, wisdom, and equanimity. Today, we're exploring a profound idea, one that traces its roots to ancient wisdom but remains powerfully relevant in our fast-paced modern world: the art of training your mind to respond, not react. This isn't just about keeping your cool or controlling your temper. It's about cultivating a deep sense of awareness, a grounding in the present moment that empowers you to navigate life's highs and lows with grace and purpose. The Stoics, practical philosophers of their time, crafted this approach to life with one goal in mind: to help us live with clarity, resilience, and intentionality. Understanding react versus respond. The Stoic perspective. The Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, offer a profound distinction between reacting and responding. They emphasize that while we may not have control over external events, we possess absolute control over how we interpret and respond to them. This is a cornerstone of Stoicism, anchoring ourselves in what is within our power and letting go of what isn't. Imagine this. An unexpected challenge arises. It's easy to get swept up in the tide of immediate emotions: frustration, anger, or anxiety. These are reactions, automatic and often devoid of thoughtful consideration. But the Stoics encourage us to pause, to take a breath, to reflect. In that pause lies the power to transform a situation, no matter how challenging, into an opportunity for growth and wisdom. At the heart of this idea is the Stoic focus on reason and choice. They teach us to detach from external circumstances, not in a way that makes us indifferent, but in a way that allows us to stay grounded in our values and principles. This detachment doesn't mean ignoring life's difficulties, but rather approaching them with a calm and deliberate mindset. Why is this important? Consider how much stress and regret arise from impulsive reactions: words spoken in anger, decisions made in haste, or judgments formed without thought. These knee-jerk reactions often exacerbate problems rather than resolve them. Now imagine the alternative, a version of you that remains composed and centered, even in the face of chaos. You pause, you think, and then you respond, not from a place of fear or ego, but from a place of clarity and intention. This shift isn't just about improving your mental peace. It's about becoming a better version of yourself, a person who inspires trust, empathy, and strength in others. It's about embodying the qualities of resilience, patience, and wisdom that can transform not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. In this conversation, we'll uncover practical strategies drawn from Stoic philosophy and modern psychology that will help you bridge the gap between reaction and response. We'll explore how to cultivate mindfulness, develop emotional awareness, and create a mindset that thrives in adversity. Are you ready to embrace this Stoic approach and take control of your responses? Let's dive in. Number 2, why responding over reacting matters in today's world. In our fast-paced world where every moment seems to demand an immediate response, the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively has never been more important. The Stoics, ancient philosophers who mastered emotional regulation, understood the power of deliberate action. They excelled at maintaining a long-term perspective, one that encouraged us to pause, reflect, and then respond to life's challenges. Imagine navigating through a stressful meeting or facing a personal conflict. What's your immediate instinct? Often it's to react, perhaps with frustration, defensiveness, or anger. These instinctive responses are natural, but they're rarely in our best interest. More often than not, they only escalate the situation and cloud our judgment. Now consider the alternative. What if, in that same situation, you could pause? What if, instead of being swept away by the rush of emotions, you took a moment to reflect on the bigger picture? This is where the Stoics offer invaluable wisdom. By practicing the art of responding instead of reacting, we create space between the stimulus and our reaction. This space allows us to align our actions with our values rather than our impulses. The Stoics believe that true power lies not in controlling external events, but in controlling how we respond to them. But why does this matter so much in today's world? In an era where we're constantly bombarded by information and external pressures, it's easy to be swept away by knee-jerk reactions. Every day we face situations that challenge our emotions, whether it's a stressful work environment, personal disagreements, or the overwhelm of daily life. Our instinct is often to react to these situations as they come, impulsively, driven by our immediate emotional state. However, responding thoughtfully is a game changer. By learning to pause, reflect, and then act, we gain the ability to respond with intention, compassion, and wisdom, qualities that not only strengthen our character, but also transform our interactions with others. In this discussion, we'll explore how to master this response mechanism. You'll learn practical strategies to help you pause before acting, assess the situation from a place of clarity, and choose a response that serves your long-term goals and deeper values. The tools and techniques we'll cover come from both the ancient Stoic teachings and modern psychology, an empowering combination that can help you stay grounded and effective, no matter what life throws your way. By the end of our journey together, you'll have a toolkit of strategies to help you stay calm, focused, and deliberate, no matter the chaos around you. Let's embark on this path of wisdom and resilience, cultivating the strength to choose our responses and transform our experiences for the better. Number 3. Strategies for training the mind to respond. In the heat of the moment, reacting impulsively can seem like the easiest route. Yet over time, these snap decisions can escalate conflicts, damage relationships, and lead to regretful choices. This is where Stoic wisdom offers transformative insight. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers, taught that living by nature and reason is essential. They advocated for a life where each action is guided by virtue and rational thought, not impulsive emotion. By embracing this philosophy, we learn to do more than simply react to life's challenges. We learn to observe, reflect, and choose our responses intentionally. Responding rather than reacting means taking a brief pause when faced with a trigger. This pause isn't just about controlling our emotions. It's about creating space to observe both the external event and our internal reaction to it. The Stoics believed that through this reflective pause, we could examine our initial impulses, test them against reason, and make a choice that aligns with our deeper values and long-term goals. It's important to note that this approach doesn't require us to suppress our emotions or pretend they don't exist. On the contrary, it encourages us to acknowledge and understand our emotions fully. By examining where they come from, whether from fear, frustration, or desire, we can determine if and how they should influence our actions. This is not about denying emotions, but about mastering them so they don't control us. Through this process, we gain the power to interact with the world in a way that preserves our inner peace and integrity, regardless of what's happening around us. Whether we're facing personal conflicts, professional challenges, or emotional setbacks, the Stoic approach enables us to stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. But responding thoughtfully isn't just a tool for personal peace. It profoundly influences the quality of our relationships, the effectiveness of our leadership, and our resilience in the face of adversity. When we take the time to respond rather than react, we demonstrate respect, understanding, and empathy toward others' perspectives. This fosters more meaningful and constructive interactions, whether at home, at work, or in our communities. Embarking on the journey to train your mind to respond rather than react requires more than just good intentions. It requires deliberate, sustained effort. This is a core practice of the Stoics, one that requires continuous reflection and intentional action. The Stoics offer timeless wisdom that can anchor our modern approach to cultivating a responsive mindset. In the coming sections, we'll explore practical strategies and exercises to help you integrate this philosophy into your daily life. Together, we'll build the mental strength to pause, reflect, and choose our responses with clarity and purpose. Number 4. The power of self-awareness and the pause. In the rush of modern life, our minds are often reactive, spontaneously reacting to whatever comes our way. But the Stoics teach us a different approach, one rooted in awareness and control. At the heart of this approach lies self-awareness, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Self-awareness is the ability to step back and examine our thoughts, emotions, and motivations. The Stoics placed great emphasis on introspection because they understood that true power comes from understanding ourselves. In practical terms, self-awareness means cultivating a sharp awareness of our mental and emotional states. When we are in tune with our thoughts and feelings, we become better equipped to manage them. We can recognize the early signs of emotional reactions, anger, frustration, or fear, and in that moment, we gain the crucial opportunity to make a different choice. This is the first step in breaking the cycle of automatic reactions and moving toward a more reasoned, intentional response. Next, let's explore a powerful strategy that can change the way we respond to life's challenges: pause. This simple yet profound practice was often highlighted by Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, who spoke of the space between stimulus and response. This space is where our true power lies, the power to choose how we act rather than being swept away by our emotions. By cultivating the habit of pausing, even for just a few seconds, we allow ourselves to step back from our initial impulses. This pause is not passive, it's an active moment of reflection and grounding. It could be as simple as taking a deep breath, reflecting for a moment, or even practicing a brief meditation. In this sacred space, we can consult our inner Stoic and ask ourselves, what virtue is called for in this moment? What response aligns with my highest self? This pause allows us to step into a more conscious, deliberate way of engaging with life. Rather than reacting impulsively, we can choose responses that are aligned with our values, grounded in reason, and directed toward long-term peace and success. But the pause is just the beginning. The Stoics also taught us a pivotal strategy: reframing our perspective. This technique helps us maintain equanimity in the face of adversity, allowing us to see situations from different angles. Instead of being consumed by an emotional reaction, reframing helps us find alternative ways to engage with a situation. For example, if someone criticizes us, instead of reacting with defensiveness or anger, we can reframe the situation. We might ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? What truth might be hidden in their words? Reframing not only reduces the emotional charge of a situation, but also opens up new possibilities for engagement and growth. By embracing these Stoic strategies, self-awareness, pausing, and reframing, we empower ourselves to respond thoughtfully, with greater clarity, compassion, and intention. These practices don't just transform our own lives, they enhance the quality of our relationships and our impact on the world. Number 5. Reframing perspectives and focusing on what we can control. In the face of challenges, how we frame the situation makes all the difference. The Stoics taught us the power of reframing, shifting our perspective to open up new possibilities. For example, imagine a challenging work situation that initially feels like a threat. The instinct might be to feel overwhelmed or anxious. But through reframing, we can see it as an opportunity, a chance to grow, to demonstrate resilience, and to test our abilities. By changing the narrative, we shift our emotional responses and open ourselves to new ways of thinking and acting. This practice of reframing isn't just about finding the silver lining, it's about choosing to engage with life from a position of strength and possibility. It empowers us to change our emotional and cognitive patterns, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. When we reframe challenges this way, we tap into the Stoic idea of using every situation to practice virtue, whether it's patience, courage, or wisdom. But reframing is just one part of the Stoic approach. Another essential principle they championed was focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. This is key to managing our emotional responses and maintaining peace of mind in a chaotic world. The Stoics believed that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we respond to them. In practice, this means investing our energy in things that are within our power, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, while accepting the things we cannot control, like other people's behavior or the course of external events. This doesn't mean being passive or indifferent. Rather, it's about recognizing where our true power lies and directing our efforts there. By doing so, we maintain a sense of agency and purpose, regardless of external circumstances. This brings us to another essential Stoic practice: consistent self-reflection and adjustment. The Stoics were committed to daily self-examination, assessing their actions and measuring their progress toward virtue. This practice allowed them to stay aligned with their values and make adjustments where necessary. We can adopt a similar practice in our own lives by ending each day with a moment of reflection. How did we respond to the challenges of the day? What successes can we celebrate in choosing thoughtful actions? And what moments can we learn from, where we fell back into reactive patterns? This ongoing process of self-assessment helps us fine-tune our responses and deepen our commitment to living with intention. By integrating this practice of reflection, we cultivate the wisdom, self-discipline, and balance that Stoicism values so highly. We also empower ourselves to respond with greater purpose and calm, transforming our minds in the process. In addition to reflection, the practice of mindfulness is a key part of cultivating this responsive mindset. Mindfulness, at its core, is about being fully present, observing our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment. It's about gaining insight into their nature and influence, so we can respond with greater awareness. In practicing mindfulness, we align with the Stoic endeavor to live with awareness and intention, anchoring ourselves in the present moment. This mindfulness allows us to navigate life with more clarity and resilience, as we become more attuned to what's happening both inside and outside of us. Through persistent practice, we can transform our minds, guiding them toward responses that reflect our deepest values and aspirations. By honoring the wisdom of the Stoics and incorporating these strategies into our daily lives, we empower ourselves to live with greater purpose, calm, and effectiveness. Number 6. Mindfulness practices for a Stoic life. The power to act, truly act, is in the present moment. It's only in the here and now that we can respond with clarity, purpose, and intention. Mindfulness is the key that unlocks this power, allowing us to align with the Stoic wisdom of being fully aware in each moment. One practical and accessible way to cultivate mindfulness is through focused attention exercises, such as breath meditation. By simply observing our breath, focusing on each inhale and exhale, we develop the ability to maintain our attention and gently guide it back when it wanders. This practice isn't just about relaxation, it's a mental training ground. It strengthens our ability to concentrate and remain grounded, even amidst life's distractions and challenges. Breath meditation serves as a foundation for all other mindfulness practices, teaching us how to anchor ourselves in the present. It helps us build the inner discipline necessary to stay calm, collected, and responsive when faced with life's inevitable twists and turns. Another valuable mindfulness practice is mindful observation. This technique can be applied to almost any daily activity, transforming mundane moments into opportunities for greater awareness. Whether you're eating, walking, or even doing household chores, practicing mindful observation means being fully engaged with the task at hand, paying attention to every detail, feeling each sensation, and observing with curiosity and openness. This practice not only enriches the experience, but also strengthens our ability to stay focused and responsive in various situations. By honing the skill of being fully present in simple tasks, we cultivate the capacity to remain centered during more complex and challenging situations. Body scan meditation is another powerful mindfulness technique that enhances awareness of both body and mind. In this practice, we systematically scan through different parts of the body, observing any sensations, tension, or discomfort. This not only deepens our connection with our physical selves, but also helps us recognize and release stored tensions and emotions that may otherwise go unnoticed. This mindfulness practice mirrors the Stoic reflection on the relationship between body and mind. The Stoics were acutely aware of how bodily sensations and emotions can influence our thoughts, but they also emphasized the importance of not allowing them to control us. Through body scan meditation, we learn to acknowledge physical sensations without letting them dictate our actions or undermine our rational thinking. Mindfulness isn't just about internal awareness, it can also be transformative in our interactions with others. By being fully present in conversations, listening attentively, and observing without judgment, we deepen our understanding of those around us. This practice fosters better communication, stronger relationships, and greater empathy. It also aligns with the Stoic value of recognizing that others are navigating their challenges, just as we are. By practicing mindfulness in our interactions, we nurture a deeper connection to the rational nature of others, reinforcing the Stoic principle that we are all part of a larger interconnected whole. This practice helps us approach others with greater understanding, patience, and compassion, allowing us to respond to them thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Integrating mindfulness into our daily lives, both internally and externally, cultivates the awareness and discipline that Stoicism so highly values. Through consistent practice, we become more capable of responding with reason, wisdom, and compassion, transforming our relationships, our challenges, and ultimately ourselves. Number 7. Implementing response over reaction in daily life. By embracing mindfulness practices, we follow a path long treaded by the Stoics, a path that leads to greater clarity, tranquility, and effectiveness in our actions. As we cultivate a mindful presence, we equip ourselves with the tools necessary to face life's inevitable challenges with grace, wisdom, and composure. This empowers us to embody the best of what it means to live a Stoic-inspired life. But the true power of Stoicism doesn't lie in theory. it's in practical application. Today we shift our focus to implementing response over reaction in our everyday lives, aiming to cultivate a lifestyle where thoughtful responses outweigh impulsive reactions. This journey is not about suppressing our natural reflexes or denying our emotions. Rather, it's about enriching our engagement with life, guided by the Stoic virtues of deliberate intention and rationality. To truly embody the principles we've discussed, we must establish daily practices that reinforce the art of responding rather than reacting. Let's walk through a scenario to see how this can unfold. Imagine you're faced with a challenging situation, perhaps a disagreement at work, or an unforeseen setback that's testing your patience. The immediate impulse in these moments is often to react emotionally, maybe with frustration, defensiveness, or disappointment. It's a natural human response, but this is the very moment when we can apply our Stoic-inspired training. The key is to pause. This is not about denying or suppressing emotions, but rather about stepping back for a moment to assess the situation from a broader perspective. The question to ask yourself in that moment is, what would a Stoic philosopher do? This is not a call for emotional suppression, but an invitation to engage the rational mind. It's about evaluating the situation dispassionately, without being swept away by initial reactions, and then choosing a course of action that aligns with your deeper values and long-term goals. In Stoicism, emotions are not the enemy. It's not about eliminating them, but about channeling them productively. It's about acknowledging how you feel, understanding why you feel that way, and then using your reason to navigate through those emotions. With clarity and calm, you can decide on a response that serves your highest self and reflects your core values. In practical terms, this might mean something as simple as taking a brief walk to clear your mind before responding to a provocative email, or pausing to reflect before reacting to a heated conversation. The pause allows you to act from a place of intention and reason, rather than from the impulses of frustration or anger. Number 8. Practical tips for cultivating a responsive lifestyle. In some cases, cultivating a thoughtful response might involve digging deeper into what's truly upsetting you in a conflict, seeking the underlying issues rather than reacting to surface irritations. This deeper self-awareness is key to avoiding impulsive reactions and choosing actions rooted in reason. Each time you choose to respond rather than react, you're reinforcing a pattern of thoughtful engagement with life's challenges, nurturing resilience, and cultivating a profound sense of inner peace and satisfaction. Moreover, integrating this approach into your daily routine amplifies its long-term impact. It's not just about reacting better today, it's about laying the foundation for a life that is mindfully responsive. Here are some practical tips to help you cultivate this mindset. Start your day with intention. Take a few moments each morning to reflect on your intentions for the day. Remind yourself of your commitment to respond thoughtfully in various contexts, no matter the challenges that may arise. Engage in regular journaling. Reflect on your responses throughout the day. Celebrate your successes in staying calm and reasoned, and identify areas where you might have reacted impulsively. Journaling helps reinforce your growth and provides insights for continuous improvement. Adopt a mindset of continuous learning. Understand that mastering the art of response is an ongoing process. Each day offers new opportunities to practice and refine your ability to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting emotionally. Embrace the journey of learning and growth. By committing to this path, you're not just adopting a strategy for stress reduction or conflict management. You're embracing a way of life. A life that mirrors the Stoic pursuit of virtue and wisdom. You're choosing to live with intentionality, aligning your actions with your highest ideals. In doing so, you contribute to a more reasoned, compassionate, and responsive world. The journey from reaction to response is deeply transformative. It beckons us toward a richer, more meaningful engagement with life, a life rooted in thoughtful action and unwavering peace. Conclusion. The journey forward with Stoic wisdom. As we reflect on the teachings of Stoicism, we recognize the profound journey of self-mastery that intertwines our inner selves with the external world. The Stoics, with their diligence and unwavering dedication, have left us with a timeless guide to navigating life's vicissitudes with grace, equanimity, and rationality. But this path is not just a distant ideal. With Stoic wisdom as our guide, we can aim to live in alignment with the true spirit of Stoicism, embodying its virtues in our modern lives. The journey is not about isolating our reactions, but integrating a responsive, thoughtful approach into every aspect of our existence. By embracing the core Stoic principles, focusing on what we can control, acting with reason, and striving for virtue, we empower ourselves to face life's challenges with greater purpose and calm. Each moment becomes an opportunity to practice our commitment to respond, not react. Whether in daily irritations, significant setbacks, or pivotal decisions, every situation invites us to embody the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Remember, this journey is ongoing. Like the Stoics, we must regularly reflect on our progress and adjust as needed, ensuring that our growth continues, enhancing not just our well-being, but also positively influencing the lives of those around us. As we come to the end of this conversation, take a moment to reflect on how you will approach your next challenge with Stoic wisdom. Every moment is a choice, an opportunity to embody the calm, resilience, and wisdom that Stoicism teaches. Your responses are the threads that weave your character, and each choice you make shapes the tapestry of your life. Thank you for joining us today. Keep exploring, keep growing, and remember that each day offers a new chance to practice the art of living wisely. To deepen your understanding, check out the suggested videos on the screen. May your journey ahead be filled with clarity, virtue, and inner peace. And do subscribe to our channel for more Stoic insights.